Good morning, everybody in YouTube land. Welcome back to Hull's Custom Body and Paint. I am currently cutting out the bad spots in the front fender, the dog leg. And you wouldn't believe how much stuff I found in there, but you might, because this is just about ready to come out and I wanted to show you. That is why you never store a car without cleaning it. If they had, as you can see, part of the windshield, previous windshield, if they had simply cleaned this garbage out, I would not be doing this right now. And this car would probably be, well, on its way to getting painted. So, boys and girls, hopefully that will help you guys with your future projects or vehicles that you want to store and put up for a long term. Always clean out your dog legs. Dog legs, wheel wells. Well, I mean, common sense tells you where the water goes, right? But anyway, most people don't realize that cars are designed to have the water run through them. And, you know, we have a drain hole right here. Obviously, it was plugged. That's how they're designed to stay dry and not end up like this. But some of this feels like it's more of the seam seal. And well, anyway, I will get this cleaned up. I'm gonna start out today. I was gonna just spend the whole day making all the patches, and I might do that still, but I'm gonna start out with getting these two done because they're the easiest. Obviously, I've got this one cut out already. I'm probably gonna have to cut the corner of the door shell off and put a new piece here, because that's, I mean, door shells don't normally flex this much with two fingers. It's just telling me if I hit that with a welder, it's gonna blow. But anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. All right, thanks, guys. Okay, so this is, get my fat head out of the way here. Big melon, I should say. It's not super tight. It was super tight fitting, but it's just about there. I'm gonna try to hold the top corner with the magnet, or the top side, so that I can put the bottom one on. As soon as I get the yummies from the inside of the fender off my magnet. Guess that tells you that a lot of it was metal. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, but after dollying, this side fits great. This side's got a little too much curvature right through here. And down here in the bottom, you can see there's a gap between it and the magnet. If I maybe bend that back, you can see it right along that edge. I hope you guys can see it, because it'd be nice if you could see what I'm trying to describe. So anyway, I know you can see it now. You can see it's poked in down there on the corner. So let me, let's see, let's look at this edge, just for the edge, because it might, I may have actually twisted a little bit here. So if I look at it straight on, like the old roll forming days, then yeah, it looks like it's twisted a little bit. It's better, but it's hard to tell. And one of the ways around that, as bad as it might sound, is I could tack that corner first. Supports the others with the magnets. And kind of push those in as I go. I'd really like to have that out a little more. So I'm going to leave that with the corner facing the floor. I'm sorry, the bend inside of the corner facing the floor. Tap that a little bit with the hammer. And then we're going to hold that up there again and see if it's flatter. And once again, I have managed to find a bunch of shavings and stuff. That's okay. We'll get through it. Let's see. X is on the outside. So I'm going to put my magnet across this corner to hold it out. Then I'm going to find my other magnet. Come on. How about we do that one first? Yep, third time's charm. Three times cleaning, that is. All right, so just with that one on here, and even that's not the best, is it? It's really not that good. You have mail trucks here. So, let's try for the middle, maybe. Maybe that will work a little better. And then we can slide it in there. Try to center it with our gaps there a little bit. Now, this top corner I'm holding with that finger, those are level. That one's in just a tiny bit. So I'm going to do that again. Look at this bottom edge. And the bottom edge is curved a little bit. I'm going to try to take that curvature out of the bottom edge, the very bottom. And I think that's probably the issue. And of course, you know, when you're laying on the floor, it's kind of hard to tell, but what is on here now? Jeez. Cleaned it off like 25 times, and there's, you know, you get it anywhere near that stuff. And oh, let's see. I think that one went to the top. Yeah, the X is on the outside. Okay. So we'll try her again. That's all pretty good. Not perfect. Where did I put the other one? Try it like that. Try it like that again. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I might have Little too much bow in that still. And I don't know how much you can see on camera, but this is very, very concave from here down to about here. So like literally half of this patch is concave and the other half is slightly convexed. And I mean, it's just enough that you can barely see it. And once you have enough that you can see it, you pretty much have too much. So, all right, let's try that. Oh, that's way better. Okay. Yep, that actually is pretty good. If I could get a magnet to stay on it, that would be nice. Try getting it that way a little more. It's still in just a little bit down there. It's not as bad as it was. But I'm not too terribly thrilled with that. Try a little bit of twist. And that might do it. Yep, they're both in a little, but they feel even. Oh yeah, they're even now. So it did have a little twist to it. Now if I could find my other magnet, that would be helpful. There we go. As for this one, I'm just going to try to get it stick to this corner like that. And I'm trying to keep my oversized melon out of the way, but this is flush. That whole side's flush. Everything that's exposed over here that I can touch is flush. I like to slide it that way here. Oh, there we go. That's better. Maybe back a hair. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with that, the way that fits now. So as you can see, I hope you guys can see this. Let me look at the camera a second. You should be able to. So this is actually the frame or chassis. This part right here where my finger is, that's actually the structure for the fender. And as you can see, it's nice and brown. So I think my next move is to get my sandblaster set up over here, and I will probably take a still of this just for the owner. And then once I have this blasted, I don't have any way of protecting the camera from the sandblast. So I'm not going to film that, but I will bring you guys back in a few minutes. All right, I'll see you in a few. Thanks. All right, I'm going to turn you around here, just bringing you back. So I was in the process of fine-tuning both, actually. I had sandblasted both ends, and of course, if you want to find pinholes, sandblast something. I didn't even blast the outer skin, and the pinholes started showing up. So, new plan. Tomorrow I will be making a new patch. As for today, I'm going to go home and have an adult beverage. So, let me turn you around. And now you can see what we're really looking at. So I know this is good healthy steel. I will probably square it up tomorrow. I may not. I might leave it the way it is. But I'll get it laid out on a piece of steel and start fabbing up a new one. And I will have to get up in here. This feels really clean up in here, so what I'll probably do is measure from the body line down on both ends and get that nice and square. And I will probably square this off as well. I don't feel anything bad in there, but I'd rather take that little piece out and make it more uniform. And if I have to, I can roll the edges over and I can just cut it off and cut it off. But done that many times in the past. But anyway, wanted to keep you guys updated. And yeah, so I'm going to call it a day. And I don't think I'm going to be posting any shorts tonight. So, alright, I will see you guys in the next video. If you do like what you see going on here, please like and subscribe. And give me the thumbs up. Remember to smack your notification button and all that good stuff. And I will probably see you again tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Hey there, guys. How's it going? I just thought I would give you an update on the fender dogleg patch. Got this made up today, and it's pretty much ready to tack in. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, but I wanted to at least let you guys know what the heck was going on, because it went from 2 to 3 patches, and then I just had the heck with it and cut the whole bottom off. It's faster, cleaner, better. So, all right, thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, welcome back to hopefully a good episode. I am going to start tacking in the dogleg patch. Got everything clamped in place, at least for the first few tacks. And well, I guess without further ado, let's get started. So, all right. And I am using weld through primer, so this is not going to be pretty sounding. Just using the compressed air to cool it down a little bit. And I will probably have to relocate the clamp soon too. So, starting along the top edge. And I'm doing that because I initially I just measured out between the two body lines to make sure it was as precisely located as it can be. And I'm going to have to move, let's see. I could probably do that just by squeezing it into place with the pliers. Still have to have the clamp on it though. All right, so let's put that guy up into place. Make sure that stayed. I probably would have if I'd hit it. Okay, let's take this off. And I think we're gonna probably attach this to the door. Hey Bob, can you help me out a second? Can you put this on the edge of the door for me? It's just kind of in the way down here. On the door, son. Can you clamp it to the door? On the edge. You see where that bare metal is there? Yeah, just like that. There you go. And then could you turn the welder up to number 2? Perfect. And then we'll give that a shot. I think probably gonna hit this end. Take this one off. Move this one. I suppose we can use a little one for the one last tack, right? And I'm going to squirt some air on it. Make sure we keep it fairly cool. And we'll go back with our loop. Then so one thing about these fenders when you do patches like these is the fenders tend to pop out because you're obviously cutting them away from the structure. And yes, that did happen. And yes, we are going to have to put that back. So I'm going to start just by doing random tacks. I'm not going to do a ton of them. And the reason why I'm not going to weld this solid or whatever, first of all, I still need it to flex so that it can go back into place in order to tack it back to the structure. So what I'm trying to do right now is just line these edges up. This is not much of a flange down here, but this is the factory flange. So it's very important to have all the flanges tacked. Like I said, they don't have to be welded solid. Just having them tacked will make it more than strong enough that I can, I don't know, maybe attach a clamp here on this flange and then pull it in with a ratchet strap or something if I have to. It shouldn't be that elaborate, but we'll see how it goes once I get underway. This is all looking pretty good. And I'm gonna keep treating it with the air just because I don't need this stuff to suddenly pumpkin out or get sucked in from the heat. So on this one down here, I know you guys probably can't see this great, but there's a little gap there. I'm just gonna tack that up because I boo-booed when I trimmed the panel. I knew that was gonna happen, but once this is all dressed out, it's going to be a nice repair. So, oh, let's take a look at that. Now, if I can slide myself over here a little bit. It's the only part that I've had really a whole lot of difficulty with is this little corner. So far anyway. Everything else is lined up really good, so all right, let me, at risk of now, I'm going to try to do probably at every inch or so tack. And the welder, for those of you that aren't aware, the other day can't remember what I was doing. I was working on this one. I was starting to tack in one of the small patches before the oxide gods decided to poop on me. And anyway, I kind of dropped the MIG. It slipped out of my hand and snapped the diffuser right clean off. It was just like figures. But anyway, today is going much better and I'm pretty happy. So So let's see if we can get this corner here without blowing it out. Might have popped a hole in that side, but it's hard to tell because it looks like it was drilled or punched. And I haven't punched any holes. So I think what I'm going to do now, going to scoot that way and lay down so that I can, well, I kind of like to get this corner mostly done, and I definitely want to get this one and this one a little stronger before sucking it in, because you can see it's pretty stout already, but I just don't want those to break when I start moving it. So not sure if I'll get that far today, but so let's start with, I just cooled that guy off, so let's go maybe up here. Still acts like I've got the wire set too high. I think it's because of probably not stripping all the galvanized off. I did strip some of it, I just didn't get all the way around. That's, I'm sure, what it's causing it right now, but that really fit back together nice. So I'm gonna hold that up a little and try to hit this, but it's hard to see. Maybe if I do it that way instead. Oh, that did take. Okay. That's a little off, but it should be okay. we're going to do a little shot right there if I can. Just need a little bit. I like to put a couple more in this concave section. Welding and concave sheet metal tends to spill warpage, or easier warpage. That's a little better. So far so good, it's going well. All right, so don't think I'm gonna fit my punch back in there, but if we can fit, so we might be able to get this guy in here like that. And I'm trying to think of a different clamp that I might be able to do that with the long C, but I don't know if that head's gonna fit between the frame. Let's see, maybe if I go this way. I'm leaning towards no on that one. Let's try one of these little guys. If I can get them in there just enough. Doesn't have to be at a 90-degree angle. Oh, that might work. And then I'm hoping you guys can see how much this is moving on camera. Wow, that is shockingly strong already. Oh, that's too much. There we go. All right. So I think I'm going to do is dress some of these that are already here. I'll do that with it clamped so it's not flopping around, and then I'll take the clamps off and I'll clean off this bottom edge, make sure I get all the galvanized off it, or at least where I'm going to spot weld it, because I got to have at least 3 or 4 down here. And I was going to plug weld those, but with the way it fits, I honestly think it's going to be just as strong with a lap weld. I think it should be good. So, but yeah, let's do that. Let's grab the grinder. And I might have to, oh, there she is, right. And we'll set that over there. So I will try not to throw sparks at you guys, but hopefully the camera will survive. Well, I actually think that's probably okay to tack under there. Could I get you, Mr. Cameraman, to turn that up from 26 to about 32? Yeah, that should be good. I think that will probably work a little bit better now that that metal's clean. But I know that sounds screwy, but it's usually happy, the most happy running at, so. And it does vary. And with all the repairs we recently did to it. All right, here we go. Lap weld. It does sound better. It doesn't feel better. Oh, that was hot. Should probably cool those off a little bit. Wasn't too worried about having the nozzle handy because this inner structure of this fender's, it's got to be close to 1/4 inch material. I'm guessing 3/8, or not 3/8, 3/16. But, you know, it's also, not only is it from 70s, back then they still were building stuff to last, but it's also got to keep the fender securely mounted to the car, and there's only one bolt down here, which shocked me. This is the first Cutlass I've done of this body style, so I'm learning lots, to say the least. But anyway, it's kind of silly, I guess. Let's try a little bit different of an angle. That's more better. Nope, not really. And I'm using an itty bitty spool, you know, the little 2-pounders. So sometimes the wire will come out and it'll kind of do swirlies, you know. Really annoying at the worst possible times. But anyway, our fender is no longer moving. That's good. And then, oh, let's see, I probably want to put another one back here under this little clamp. Let's see how much it moves. Hey, no movement. That's good. So I just want to get my head under here a little further, because these, if you were to see this from down here, it's kind of like I'm pointing the wire back at the edge of the top piece. And I just want to make sure that I got penetration through both the framework and the sheet metal. Don't really feel much of anything as far as warpage goes, but there's some hot stuff I have to pull off. And then I am going to hit this with the grinder before I get up. Next thing I really want to do is I want to get the wheel well trim, and I want to put it up against this thing to make sure it still fits correctly. And I guess that's the big test, right? Since I'm down here, I might as well. Oh, missed one. Darn it. I was trying not to do that. That's pretty good. Alright. We're not prepping for SEMA here. We're just trying to do a repair, right? So that is actually looking real good. So I am going to dig up that wheel well trim, make sure that I have everything copacetic, and have a couple people take a look at it, make sure that the fender, the wheel well placement from inside to outside looks correct. That's not exactly something you can measure, but you can certainly eyeball it. So, all right, I will bring you guys back in a little bit, and we'll check that trim out and see how it looks. So, feels pretty good. All right, so we are back. We're gonna do some more tacking here. And I'm just going to try to nail down this front edge and make sure most of this back side is done. And I'll fine tune those edges a little bit probably tomorrow as far as grinding is concerned. Spot up here that's bugging me, so let's do that. And then oh, what's on here? Oh, let's move down here somewhere. Need a helmet that stays even when you're sideways. I guess I haven't found that yet, so. Where'd she go? There it is. Halfway up. Put that right there. Oops. Yep, messed up there. Ouch. I think I accidentally stumbled into a trim screw hole. So, just in case, we're gonna weld that up. I don't think there's any this low on the trim, but it could be. I thought it was up here, but no matter. Let's take the old helmet off here. And then we will grab Mr. Light and see what we got going on back there. Okay, that's pretty good. And I'm gonna try to put a couple tacks, little ones down here by the corner. Oh, nope, I thought I killed the camera for a minute, but it's okay, so. Yep, I think that's probably gonna do, so. Should be all right. I do see a spot that I missed there. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim this off, or trim it up, and then I'll double check it in the morning, make sure everything is okay and I haven't missed any spots. I think there's one right there I gotta do, so. Anyway. All right. So let me kind of put the light back here somewhere. If I can find a good spot to set that down. Let's see. I think we should probably try to bring you guys in for a closer look, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna try not to make you guys seasick or anything. But here's what we've got. As soon as I can move myself out of the way. Ta-da! There we have a pretty good looking fender repair, I think. Not to toot my own horn. And obviously I still have to double check and make sure I didn't miss any spots. But she's looking good. Next will be the door. So, alright, I'm going to give you back to the cameraman. And then I think we're going to go get some dinner. And with that, I would like to say thank you guys for tuning in. The support you guys have shown us means the world to us. It's just amazing. So if you guys like what you're seeing, for those of you who might be new out there, please like and subscribe. And you know, I'm kind of old school, so if any of you are interested in leaving comments, I'm always interested in learning new ways of doing this stuff. So anyway, hit us up and we'll see you next time on Hall's Custom Body and Paint.